You ever feel like your brain just has way too many tabs open? Yep, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're going to unpack a super simple but really powerful toolkit for your mind. We're walking through 5 practical exercises designed to quiet all that inner noise and bring back a real sense of calm and focus.
I mean, it's a feeling most of us know pretty well, right? That sense of being mentally crowded. Thoughts are just competing for your attention. There's this constant buzz in the background. If any of that sounds familiar, the good news is that's not a permanent state. There are absolutely ways to hit the reset button.
So how do we actually tame that inner chatter? Well, it all starts with training the mind, just like we trained the body. Let's dive right into the first part of our toolkit.
Okay, so our first 2 exercises are all about a really simple 2-step process. First, you observe, and then you release. You've got to see what's actually there before you can let it go.
The first exercise is called watching thoughts. And the core idea here is, well, it's simple, but it's pretty profound. You don't have to engage with every single thought that pops into your head. You can actually learn to just watch them pass by.
So here's how it works. You find a comfortable spot, take a few deep breaths, and now just let your thoughts come and go, almost like you're watching clouds drift by or a movie playing on a screen. You're the observer here, not the actor. And when a thought pulls you in, and trust me, it will, that is completely normal. You just gently bring your focus back to watching. The real takeaway here isn't about stopping your thoughts. That's kind of impossible. It's about changing your relationship to them. And that one simple shift can bring back a sense of calm and clarity almost instantly. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, next up, we're going to move from that passive observation to a more active release with writing out the noisy mind. Just think of this as a mental declutter. You're getting everything out of your head and onto the page so you can make space for the stuff that really matters.
And this is so simple. Grab a notebook and for about 5 to 7 minutes, just write. Nonstop, don't you dare edit, don't worry about grammar, don't even try to make sense of it. This is a pure brain dump. The only rule, just keep that pen moving. And you want to know the best part? There is 0 pressure. You don't need some brilliant idea. If you get stuck, you literally just write, I don't know what to write, and you just keep going. Your mind will eventually take over. It's such a brilliant little trick for breaking through any kind of mental gridlock.
All right, so after observing and releasing all that noise, the next logical step is to ground yourself right back here, in the present moment.
This next technique is called finding your center. It uses your own body's center of gravity as this powerful anchor. So when your mind feels like it's scattered all over the place, this one exercise brings it right back home to the here and now. Here's how you do it. Just sit upright, but stay relaxed. Bring your awareness to the center of your chest, or maybe your abdomen, your physical center. And with each breath you take, just imagine your energy gathering right at that point. If your mind wanders off, that's totally fine. Just gently guide it back.
And the best part about this one is just how practical it is. I mean, you don't need an hour, you don't need a quiet room. Feeling overwhelmed at your desk? Just take 30 seconds, close your eyes, feel your center, and you can get back to your day with totally renewed focus. It's like a mental reset button you can press anytime, anywhere.
Okay, now for our final 2 exercises. These tap into a couple of incredibly powerful tools that we all have: silence and our own imagination. So, our 4th exercise is activating mental silence. And let's just clear up a really common misconception right away. This is not about emptying your mind. It's actually about strengthening your ability to center yourself, using these short bursts of silence as your own personal training ground. And it's incredibly easy to do. Just set a timer for maybe 3 to 5 minutes, find a quiet spot, and just sit. No music, no phone, no distractions. Just focus on your breath and the simple feeling of your own presence. Seriously, that's it. The source material had this fantastic analogy for this. It said, practicing these short bursts of silence is like a cool, refreshing drink on a hot day. It doesn't take long at all, but the effect is immediate, and it's just so deeply restorative. And now for our final exercise, goal-oriented visualization. This one actively uses your imagination to build a kind of mental blueprint for success. What you're doing is preparing our mind for a future outcome by giving it a clear, structured path to follow. So why is visualization so powerful anyway? Well, it all comes down to this really fascinating quirk of our minds. The brain doesn't fully distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you visualize success in detail, you're pretty much giving your brain a dress rehearsal. So here's the practice.
Close your eyes and find that calm space inside. Now picture one specific part of your life becoming more organized. Maybe it's a perfectly clean desk or a zeroed-out email inbox. The real trick here is to make it vivid. See the colors, hear the quiet sounds, and most importantly, feel that amazing sense of accomplishment.
So, we've just walked through 5 really powerful yet simple tools. But what's the real payoff here? What happens when you actually start practicing them?
Well, when you practice these regularly, they stop being just exercises and they become a real skill set. You're building the ability to clear out mental noise whenever you need to restore your own sense of balance, and ultimately, to build a more effective life, one that's guided by your focus, not by the chaos around you.
And that's our toolkit. But you have to remember, knowledge is only powerful when you actually use it. So the real question isn't just what you've learned today, but what are you going to do with it? Which one of these tools are you going to use first?